Hello everyone, welcome back. In our previous videos, we have learned write address channel. In write address channel, we have seen what these signals are. What is the address? What is this transaction ID? What is burst length? What is burst size? What is burst type? All these has been explained in detail in this write address channel video. Then this beat burst, what is a beat, what is a burst, what is a transaction has been also explained. Then the signal descriptions were given. The burst length is explained in detail. The burst size is explained in detail. How using burst length and burst size total data is being calculated, that is being explained. Then what are the different burst types are there, those are explained. Then we have taken an example for write address channel. In this example, I have shown you how the master configures slave and how the data is being transferred, that we have seen in the write data channel. How in write data channel the data is getting transferred from master to slave. Then in the upcoming video, in the upcoming write response channel, we have seen what this response is and the response values which we can receive. What exactly is this exclusive OK that we have seen using an example. So today we'll be starting with read channel. So if till now you haven't seen the previous video, I recommend you please watch those videos. Without watching the write channel video, you will not be able to understand this particular video. So in read address channel, these are two signals. Those we know, these are handshaking signals. If you haven't watched the handshaking video also, go watch that video so that you can understand what these handshaking signals are and how these works. Next signal we are having, the signal of our interest is write address, the read address. This depends on the configuration you are using. It might be of 32-bit or 64-bit. Then we are having the burst length, AR length. This is burst length. Then we are having burst size. Then we are having the burst type. All these three has been covered in write address channel video in detail. What our burst length is, this is actually number of bits being transferred from master to slave. It is of 8 bits and can have value from 0 to 255. This how we take it actually is the value in binary, that is if our AR length, the read length is 0, so that means total number of bits will be plus 1, that is 1 bit. This you can see over here also in this channel. Using this example I have shown you, number of bits is AWLen plus 1. So if the actual value in binary is 0, it will be 1. Moving ahead, we have this burst size, AR size. So what it determines is the data size of each bit, data contained by each bit. Then it is of 3 bits, 0 to 7. So this AR size is data size of each bit. It is of 3 bits, 0 to 7 values it can have. And as we know, whatever the value is of AR size, we raise to the power of 2 to get the actual data transferred. So if AR size is having value 0, so that means actual data transferred will be 2 to the power 0, that is 1 bytes will be transferred per bit. Then if it is 1, then 2 bytes per bit. If it is 2, 4 bytes per bit. So this is how AR size determines the size of data transferred in per bit. Then we are having AR burst. This indicates the type of burst. It is of 2 bits. It can have 4 values, different types of burst. The very first is fixed type of burst. Then we have increment type of burst. Then we have wrap burst. This one is reserved. Again, I will say in previous video, these all are being explained in detail. What is a fixed burst, how increment burst works, how wrap burst works. And as similar, I have given an example for the write channel. It also works in the same way. From master to slave using read address channel plus control signals. We send this information that this is my starting address. From this particular address, I want to start the read in the memory. From this address, I want to start. How I want to increment my address? If I want to keep it fixed, I want to increment it, or I want to make it a wrap address, that I send it this information along, and in how many bits, with how many burst size I want my read data to be read. So this channel sets the specification. Next comes our read return channel. In this particular channel, we are getting response and data together. But in case of write, if you have seen, there was a dedicated channel for response. Why it is so, I'll explain you. These are same handshaking signals. Then we are having this response. This response is same as it is in write channel, fixed, increment and wrap type. Then we are having the data. This is the data which is being read. Then we have this transaction ID. Then we have this R last. It indicates the last data. So how it happens? From master to slave, master sends a request using read address channel. Then slave sends back the data requested, the read data plus response. So in this case, what happens is, why there are 3 write channels and only 2 read channels. So in case of write, what happens is, from master to slave, the address request, then the write data, then the response. And in read channel, what happens? From master to slave, the address request, and then the read data along with the response. So this is the difference, because what happens when you are making a write, you have asked slave for an address from where you want to start the write. Then you have sent the data which is being written over here. Once you are writing the data, it is going to take time. So once it is being written, then once it is written, then the response is being sent, right? But in this case, how the situation is, the master has asked for a request from where it want to read the data. Once the request has received, the data was already there, so the channel picks up the data. If it is successfully read, it adds the response along with it, that it has been read or not, and it provides this to the master with response. So that's why there are two channels in case of read channel, and there are three channels in case of write channel. The response codes are same for write channel and read channel. Those you can see over here in this previous video, the response values. 00 means okay, over here it is right. Then in our read channel it means the read has been successfully done. Then exclusive okay, what exclusive okay is I have explained in previous video. So in this case exclusive read. Then 10, this is slave error, that slave is unable to provide you the data. Then we are having the decoder error, that means slave is unable to map a address, there is no address which you have requested for a read. So this is our read channel. Moving ahead, we'll be seeing some additional concepts in next video, like ordered and unordered transaction, then aligned versus unaligned address, then outstanding transactions. So with this particular video, one more video will be there, and then we'll complete your AXI module theory. Thanks. Keep learning, keep watching, keep supporting. Thank you.